everybody, welcome. My name is Kurt, aka the Vitruvian Gamer, and well, by popular demand, today I'm starting my playthrough of Warhammer Quest. Now, this first video, well, Warhammer Quest, the adventure card game that is, and in this first video I'll show you the setup of this game quickly. I'm not going to spend too much time on it, so if everything goes right, this won't be much of a long clip, although I know myself it might still take a while. Anyway, Warhammer Quest, the adventure card game, a game published by Fantasy Flight Games and designed by Adam Sattler and Brady Sattler. It is a card game of epic dungeon exploration for 1 to 4 players. So let's get started and let's see what's going to happen. I've set everything here already on the table. Extreme zoom out. Yes, there we go. That's everything that comes in the box almost. I have a few things lying on the outskirts. But I'm going to tell you about this game. Well, this is a card game in which, well, you have this group of heroes, and in this case we will be playing 2 heroes in a solo variant. You play 2 heroes and we will be going through this epic adventure. And in this case we have the base game, but I assume many expansion packs will follow later on. It is Fantasy Flight after all, and the game is pretty fun as well, so I think it will be popular enough to continue this series. Anyway, so in the base game you have a complete quest which is called an Uneasy Alliance. There we go. And in the Uneasy Alliance we are going to do, well, not the last one, we're going to do 5 quests. So we have quite a way to go, but this time we're going to play quest 1. Now, what are we going to do? Well, we are going to set up everything, of course, and to do that we need this card again, but we have to turn it around. So this quest starts with a foul stench, and as you can see it has a setup, so we just have to do whatever this setup says, and well, let's do that. So first we have to take the right enemies, and I'm messing with the light on my camera. Alright, there we go. I think it is light enough in the room as it is. Okay, so first we do the enemies, and well, that says we have to shuffle the giant bats, the gigantic spiders, the goblin warriors and the orc boys. Let's do that first. So in this game you have all these different enemies that you can encounter. These are all the enemies, so you have quite a pack of cards. Now I already took care of that. We needed to take the giant bats, which are here. So you have 3 of each, 2 regulars and 1, the red one, is the elite one, but you have to take all of them. We needed the orc boys, the gigantic spiders and the goblin warriors, so these will be shuffled into a deck after this. But then we also needed to take, as you can see, 4 open standard enemies and 2 open elite enemies together. So what that means is we still have quite some enemies left here, and we have to take the open standard enemies, 4 of them and 2 elite. We are going to look at this number here in the left corner of the quest here, of the scenario, and then we take all the enemies with that number in the corner as well. So I've already taken them aside. Now we need 4 of the normal ones and 2 of the elite, so we will separate them first. These are all regular level 1 enemies, so we're going to shuffle these. There we go, like this again, once more. Okay, and then we take 4 from these. Those will be shuffled in there. The other ones, they can be removed from the game. Now for the elite, so there are 4 more elite enemies here. We'll shuffle these as well, and we'll take 2 of them, put them in that deck as well. And I will shuffle these all together, but I will do that out of camera. That's easier for everybody. Now all these other cards with the number 2s and 3s, they are not going to be used. Besides, of course, we have the next part here. Place the Odious Grump Nemesis card in the Nemesis lair, and he will spawn through the peril effects. So we also have these guys here with that symbol on it. Those are the Nemesis, and we need this fellow here, Odious Grump. He will be the Nemesis for this game. Now the lair is not a particular place on the board. We just put them somewhere aside where we can easily reach him, and that's him in his lair. So I guess we will have to find and, well, defeat him, of course. Next step, the locations. Shuffle 3 open locations together, and then we place the Grump's Sump location card on the bottom of that deck. Okay, so that means we go to this deck here. These are all locations. Let's first take the Grump's Sump. So this one will be at the bottom of the location deck. And then we will take again the locations of the same number as the quest we're doing. So all the number 1s. We are going to shuffle these. And we'll have to take 3 of these. So let's take 3 of them. Now, of course, we're not going to look at them because we have no idea where this quest is going to take us. We'll have to find the lair of Odious Grump. So we take 3 random locations, and on the bottom of those we put the lair. There we go. Okay, so far so good. Next step here is the gear and the dungeon decks. We have to shuffle 12 open gear cards together and 12 open dungeon cards. Okay, let's do that, no problem here. These are the gear cards, the ones with a lamp on this side. Now, they don't have the number in the corner, only these ones have the special symbol there. We are going to remove these from the game as well. We're going to shuffle the other ones, and we are going to drop them on the table, and then we are going to take of them. That will be our gear deck. The other ones we will not use this time, and the same story is for the dungeon cards. Now, the dungeon cards also don't have the numbers, but there are these 4 legendary fortune cards with this symbol. We won't be using those in this first scenario, so we'll take the others, shuffle them, and again, as we did with the gear cards, we take 12. Okay, I lost count. 12. There we go. The other ones will be put back into the box. Okay, what's next? Well, next we are done, I think, almost. So first, we need heroes, right? Yeah, we need heroes first. Before I'm going to tell you about the story, let's go to the heroes. And here we go. There are 4 heroes in this base game. I'm not sure if they will plan to do more different kinds of heroes later, but these are the 4 that come in the game. Now, each one has a couple of cards with this character and with this story, and the one you take depends on the number of players. Now you can see there's no solo player, only with 1 symbol, because in a solo game you play with, as a 2-player game actually. So if we take a hero, we'll take the one with the 2 symbols here. It has a special ability, it has some life points, and its name, of course. Now, as you might know, I like some randomness in my games, so I'm not going to choose my 2 heroes. No. I'm going to take a d4, a die, and I'm going to roll to see which ones I will be playing with. And magically, d4 appears. So let's see what we will be playing with, which of the 4 characters we will be using. So the first one will be, as you can see, the number 1. So we will be playing with the Bright Wizard, and we will be playing here with the other character next to it, and that's the Warrior Priest. Okay, so the other ones will go away, so not going to play with Iron Breaker. So we remove his cards as well, and we will not be playing with the Way Watcher, the lady with the bow and arrow. So those go away as well. Bye bye. And that means we will be playing with these 2. Okay, so first of all, we take the cards, of course, with the 2-player symbol on it. The other ones we will not be needing. And, well, let's do that for him as well. So there we go, the Warrior Priest. And, well, each hero has 4 cards that he can use. Now you can see there are 8 cards here, but that means we have basic cards of each one, and we have the advanced cards. So we might, in the future, upgrade our basic abilities to our advanced abilities. But to start the game, we will only be needing the basic ones, so we'll remove the advanced ones. Same thing for the Warrior Priest. He'll take his 4 basic ones, and the others are not needed at this moment in time and space. Okay, so let's see what this is all about. Now, these cards, what they do, I'll explain while I play this game. These are their actions they can do. And in this particular version, where we play 2 players, each hero can activate twice in the hero phase, so each round they will activate twice. But let's see what's actually happening here. Okay, so the city of Chomph had never seen anything like it. The youngest fell to sickness a moon ago, and their elders soon followed them into the grave. At first, it was believed to be a plague brought on by the debauchery of a traveling carnival, but execution and burning of the entire troop did nothing to quell the problem. A perplexed and dying city was on the verge of collapse until an unsuspecting rat catcher named Jot began spreading tales of a peculiar odor, more peculiar than usual, emanating from the sewers. Jot informs you that he has also stumbled across a secret entrance dug into the tunnels on the outskirts of town. Something has recently been accessing the city's water supply, no doubt for devious purposes. You must investigate. So that's our story, that's what we will be doing. And to do that, this is the Faustenge. So we have an uneasy alliance. Quest number 1, a Faustenge. Now the special rule, so we have most of the time there are some special rules on the top of the quest card. In this case, after Odious Grump is defeated, there we have Odious Grump, we picked him earlier in his lair. He flees and the party tracks him. Then we place his enemy card in the Nemesis lair, and then we add 4 progress to the current location. Okay. So, as you can see, there is this track here, which uses this little tracker to put on, and each time it reaches a certain colored triangle, some things are going to happen. Okay, so also we have a victory and a defeat condition. For a victory, well, if during the location phase, and when that happens, I will tell you when playing, if Grump's sump is fully explored, so his last location, resolve the reward on the back of this sheet, so there is a reward section here. And to be defeated, if all heroes are defeated, well, if they all die, resolve penalty on the back of this sheet, because there is also a penalty that we can get, and that's a cool thing. So this story, we have a victory or defeat condition, whatever happens, and then we go on with the adventure, and things might change, of course, depending on how well we do. So let's put that here. This is our first quest. So there we go, there's the quest. And of course we also put the token here on the first space. Okay, so that's it for now, I think. Now let me tell you what else is in the box, so you have seen everything. So we have, of course, the rulebook, the rules reference guide, as well Fantasy Flight often does. That's great. This has the basic rules here, and later in the game, if you want to look up something that you don't remember how it works, you can always go to the reference guide, where things are very easy to be found. Okay, so we also have the progress tokens here. We have some success tokens as well, and we have wound tokens which are double-sided, 1s and 3s, and those progress tokens are 1s and 3s as well. And also we have these cards here, that's for later. These are special weapons, that's well, special items that the heroes can get. Those we will not be getting in the first scenario, I assume. And then let's move a little bit there. We still also have the 3 kind of cards here. These are things that can happen to you, so you can become bleeding. If so, you take one of these cards and you can read the effect of it. It will probably happen during playthrough. And of course there are dice, and this is why I like it, because there are some dice in it. It also always adds something to it. There are 3 white dice. Those are the heroes dice, which has different symbols. I will explain that again during the playthrough. And we'll have the black dice, the enemy dice, which of course will be explained later during playthrough. But that's it for now for the introductionary video. Of course I did not explain the rules yet. I will do that while playing. Anyway, I invite you, of course, to follow this series, this new series. I think part 1 of the real playthrough will follow pretty soon. So please, if you're interested, watch it. Feel free to comment below here, and I hope you like it. You requested it, you voted for it on a previous video of mine. I asked you which game you wanted to see. This is the one you wanted. It's a democracy here on the Vitruvian Gamer channel. So thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you pretty soon in part 1 of the Warhammer Quest, the adventure card game playthrough. Thanks, and bye bye.